Chocolate contains a unique combination of ingredients that makes it unlike any other food. The perfect storm of fat, sugar, and an incredible texture creates a sensory experience that's truly unique. What makes chocolate especially remarkable is that it melts precisely at body temperature, around 93 degrees Fahrenheit. This melting point is no accident. It's perfectly calibrated to create a smooth mouthfeel. When chocolate enters your mouth, it transforms from a solid to a silky liquid, creating that characteristic smooth texture. As chocolate melts on your tongue, it gradually releases its flavor compounds. These compounds include the fat, sugar, and countless flavor molecules that create chocolate's complex taste profile. This perfect combination of ingredients creates an immediate pleasure response in the brain. As these flavor compounds are detected, they trigger activity in the brain's pleasure center. Neurotransmitters begin to activate, starting a cascade of pleasurable sensations that make us crave more chocolate. Section 3: Sugar's impact on the brain. Chocolate contains significant amounts of sugar, which plays a crucial role in why we crave it so intensely. When we eat chocolate, the sugar it contains rapidly enters our bloodstream and makes its way to the brain. Inside the brain, sugar triggers a special area called the nucleus accumbens, also known as the brain's reward center. When the reward center is activated, it releases a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Dopamine is the brain's way of signaling pleasure and reward. When dopamine is released, we experience feelings of satisfaction and happiness. Let's break down the process of how sugar in chocolate affects our brain. Interestingly, this same reward pathway is activated by certain addictive substances. Both chocolate and certain drugs trigger dopamine release in the nucleus accumbens, creating similar feelings of pleasure and reward. This is why chocolate can feel addictive. Our brains learn to associate chocolate with pleasure, leading to cravings and the desire to consume it repeatedly. The role of fat in chocolate addiction is significant but often overlooked. Chocolate contains between 30 and 40% fat, primarily in the form of cocoa butter. This fat content contributes significantly to chocolate's addictive properties in ways that are distinct from sugar. When we consume chocolate, the fat molecules interact with specialized endocannabinoid receptors in the brain. These endocannabinoid receptors are linked to feelings of pleasure and can promote continued eating. What makes chocolate particularly addictive is that the combination of sugar and fat creates a more powerful reward response in the brain than either ingredient alone. Chocolate contains several psychoactive compounds that can affect your brain chemistry and mood. Let's examine two key compounds, theobromine and phenylethylamine, or PEA for short. Theobromine is a mild stimulant similar to caffeine, but with longer-lasting effects that can continue for up to 10 hours. Unlike caffeine, theobromine provides a smoother, less intense stimulation that gently increases alertness and improves focus. Phenylethylamine, or PEA, is often called the love chemical because it can trigger feelings similar to falling in love. PEA works by stimulating the release of endorphins and other neurotransmitters associated with pleasure and elation. These compounds follow different pathways in the brain, interacting with various receptor sites. Theobromine primarily affects stimulant receptors, while PEA influences endorphin receptors and mood regulators. Together, these compounds contribute to chocolate's reputation as a mood-enhancing food, creating a complex neurochemical response that many find pleasurable. The serotonin connection is a key part of why we crave chocolate. Serotonin is known as the feel-good neurotransmitter in our brain. It plays a crucial role in regulating mood, appetite, and sleep patterns. When serotonin levels are low, we may experience low mood or increased anxiety. Chocolate contains an amino acid called tryptophan, which serves as a precursor to serotonin. When we consume chocolate, the tryptophan it contains helps our brain produce more serotonin. As serotonin levels increase in the brain, we experience improved mood, reduced anxiety, and a general sense of well being. This is why we often crave chocolate when feeling down or stressed. Our bodies instinctively seek out the serotonin boost that chocolate provides. Understanding this serotonin connection helps explain the powerful draw that chocolate has on our brains. Chocolate triggers the release of endorphins, which are your body's natural feel good chemicals. When you eat chocolate, your body releases endorphins into your bloodstream. Endorphins are natural pain relievers that also produce feelings of euphoria, that blissful sensation you feel. These endorphin molecules bind to specific receptors in your brain, creating a pleasurable sensation. The endorphin release from chocolate is similar to, but milder than, the runner's high experienced during exercise. This pleasurable sensation creates a desire to repeat the experience, reinforcing chocolate-seeking behavior. In summary, chocolate's ability to trigger endorphin release is one reason why we find it so satisfying and crave it often. Chocolate creates a powerful multisensory experience that enhances its addictive properties. Let's explore how chocolate engages all of our senses to create a uniquely satisfying experience. First, there's the aroma. Chocolate contains over 600 aromatic compounds that create its distinctive smell, triggering cravings before we even taste it. Then there's texture. Chocolate has a unique crystal structure with a melting point slightly below body temperature, between 86 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. This creates that distinctive, smooth, creamy mouthfeel that melts perfectly on your tongue, delivering a satisfying sensation that encourages us to reach for more. Taste is where chocolate truly shines. It offers a complex flavor profile, ranging from sweet milk chocolate to bitter dark varieties, with subtle notes that vary depending on the cocoa bean's origin and processing method. Even sound plays a role in the chocolate experience. The distinctive snap of quality chocolate breaking is an auditory cue that indicates proper temperature and crystalline structure. The combination of all these sensory experiences, aroma, texture, taste, and sound, creates powerful neural pathways and memory associations in our brain. These strong multisensory memories become deeply encoded, triggering powerful cravings when we see, smell, or even just think about chocolate. In summary, chocolate's power lies in its ability to engage all our senses simultaneously. From its complex aroma and perfect melt-in-your-mouth texture to its rich taste and satisfying snap, each sensory element strengthens the overall experience. This complete sensory package creates a uniquely pleasurable experience that forms powerful memories and associations, making chocolate one of the most craved foods worldwide. Chocolate cravings go far beyond simple hunger. They often have deep psychological roots connected to our emotions and cultural experiences. Our brain's emotional centers play a key role in chocolate cravings. When we're stressed, sad, or anxious, the brain seeks comfort and reward. Many of us turn to chocolate when feeling stressed, sad, or bored. These emotional states trigger what psychologists call emotional eating. Chocolate works as a comfort food because it provides a temporary mood boost, sensory pleasure, connects to childhood memories, and activates our reward system. Marketing and cultural messaging have positioned chocolate as a symbol of luxury, reward, romance, and self-care, strengthening our emotional connection to it. We see these associations everywhere: heart-shaped boxes on Valentine's Day, chocolate gifts for celebrations, and the classic pairing of movies with chocolate treats. With each emotional chocolate experience, the connection in our brain strengthens. What begins as a casual association becomes a powerful neural pathway over time. This creates a self-reinforcing cycle. Emotional triggers lead to chocolate cravings, which provide temporary reward, strengthening neural pathways and making future cravings more likely. Managing chocolate cravings doesn't mean avoiding chocolate completely. Instead, it's about enjoying it mindfully and making healthier choices. Opt for dark chocolate with higher cocoa content, ideally 70% or more. Dark chocolate contains less sugar, more antioxidants, and provides greater satiety than milk chocolate, which helps control cravings. Savor chocolate slowly to fully experience the pleasure. Practice mindful eating by looking at the chocolate, smelling it, listening to the snap when you break it, placing it on your tongue, and letting it melt slowly instead of chewing it. Mindful eating increases your satisfaction, reduces your total consumption, and enhances your overall chocolate experience. Practice portion control by limiting yourself to 1 or 2 squares of chocolate, about 10 to 20 grams. Pre-portion your chocolate and store the rest out of sight. Use smaller plates or containers to make portions appear larger, and consider pairing chocolate with fruit for added nutrition and to help satisfy your sweet tooth with less chocolate. Understanding how your brain responds to chocolate can help you make more conscious choices. Recognize that cravings are temporary and often triggered by stress or emotions. Be aware of the dopamine response triggered by chocolate and how it contributes to habit formation. This awareness will help you develop a healthier relationship with chocolate. To summarize, enjoy chocolate mindfully by choosing dark chocolate with higher cocoa content, savoring small amounts slowly, limiting portions to 1 or 2 squares, and being aware of your brain's response to chocolate. Understanding the science behind chocolate cravings empowers you to make healthier choices while still enjoying one of life's pleasures.